Rhona has repeatedly insisted she has no interest in Graham, to the point it couldn't be any clearer without her having to say it again. Although she has made it known that her feelings are with Marlon Dingle, she is finding it hard to deny the lingering spark between her and Graham. In tonight's episode, they shared a brief moment that didn't go unnoticed by someone close to Marlon. As Rhona was leaving the vet's, she crossed paths with Graham just as he was opening the door, causing them to nearly collide. Graham had come to collect medicine for a horse from Home Farm, but a nervous Rhona mixed up her words and accidentally mentioned that the horse was in the reception area. Paddy Kirk, who was sitting outside the cafe, observed the situation unfold. Although he couldn't hear their conversation, he became uneasy, seeing how near Rhona was to Graham. This follows shortly after Lydia Dingle spotted the two of them together and later questioned Rhona about it. Rhona dismissed any suggestion that something was happening between her and her former partner. However, things take a turn next week when Rhona gives in to her emotions. After discovering that Graham has been stabbed, she rushes to help him and tends to his injuries. While she is caring for him, Marlon quietly arrives, already suspicious of her actions, and catches a moment where she and the injured Graham almost share a kiss. Marlon then challenges her, asking if Graham is truly the one she wants, and her expression reveals the truth. Could this be the end? Jacob Gallagher finally takes a stand against Dr. Todd in Emmerdale, but an unexpected twist quickly follows. After speaking his mind to his superior, the question remains: what lies ahead for Jacob? Over the past few months, Jacob has been gaining experience at the hospital, yet his ambition of becoming a surgeon has faced multiple obstacles, largely due to Todd's strict and intimidating nature. In tonight's episode, Jacob was seen picking something up from the shop, where Kerry Wyatt mentioned she had heard him being sick earlier that morning. He explained that his shift schedule had been taking a toll on him, prompting concern from her. She suggested he take some time off, but Jacob reacted sharply, insisting he was fine and had everything under control. Clearly frustrated, he headed off to work already in a foul mood, which only worsened as the day went on. When he arrived, a colleague joked that Todd was looking for him, though it soon became clear this was no joke. Todd asserted her authority by subtly putting Jacob down and assigning him a cleaning duty for his shift. Disappointed, Jacob admitted he had hoped to be helping patients in urgent situations much sooner. Todd responded by telling him he wasn't ready yet and needed to be more realistic. Later, Jacob apologized to Kim Tate regarding his involvement in the incorrect assessment of her poisoning and also had a brief exchange with Lydia Dingle before leaving. Despite this, Todd remained unimpressed and reminded him to behave more professionally at work. Things escalated when Jacob witnessed Todd speaking harshly to a patient, even calling him stupid for refusing treatment. Although disturbed by her tone, his colleagues advised him not to interfere. Ignoring their advice, Jacob confronted Todd and criticized her for the way she addressed the elderly man. In response, she revealed that the patient was actually her father and that he was living with dementia. The conversation that followed was more emotional, with Jacob opening up about his own experience caring for his grandfather. Todd then shared that her decision to enter medicine was influenced by her father's career, as she had always wanted to make him proud. As tensions eased, Todd told Jacob to head home and prepare for a conference featuring a respected lecturer. Their exchange seemed to improve their relationship, but whether this new understanding will last remains uncertain. Emmerdale viewers believe they've figured out who Graham contacted, and if they're right, it could be a major twist. Jacob Gallagher initially thought the symptoms pointed to mushroom poisoning, but later tests revealed that Kim had actually suffered an overdose of painkillers. The revelation shocked Kim, as she struggled to accept that she could have mistakenly taken too many tablets, something she never believed she would do. However, it didn't take long for the real story to emerge. In her bathroom, Graham Foster was seen on the phone, telling someone that the double dose of medication hadn't been enough to kill her. Graham, who made a dramatic return earlier in the year after being presumed dead, went on to say he would come up with another way to deal with his problem. Fans of the ITV soap were captivated by these scenes. While many were stunned by Graham's return and his plan to take down Kim, others became more curious about the identity of the person on the other end of the call. Some wondered if it was simply someone from his past who helped him get the medication. Others suspected it might be someone already known to viewers. A number of fans are convinced it's the latter, and one name keeps coming up: Jamie Tate. Last seen in 2021, Jamie had previously poisoned Kim in an attempt to gain control over her. Since leaving the village, he hasn't repaired his relationship with his mother. This has led many to believe he could be secretly working with Graham to bring her down, and plenty of viewers online seem excited by the possibility. Comments across social media have shown strong agreement with this theory, with several fans directly naming Jamie as the likely accomplice. Adding weight to the idea, Graham appeared to take satisfaction in bringing up Jamie when he first returned, hinting that there may still be some form of connection between them. According to the actor, Graham still holds deep resentment over past events, particularly after nearly losing everything years ago. His actions now are driven by revenge, although his feelings remain complicated, suggesting he may not be entirely committed to going through with it. A controversial figure is making a return to Emmerdale, but who exactly is Kev? The disruptive character first appeared last year and quickly grabbed viewers' attention when he arrived in the village searching for Robert Sugden. When he eventually tracked him down, Kev stunned everyone by kissing him and revealing that they were actually married. This revelation came as a huge surprise, especially since Robert had only just chosen to reunite with Aaron Dingle. Although Kev's time in the village was brief, he left a strong impression. He came across as unpredictable and intimidating at times, while also showing signs of emotional instability. His arrival exposed the truth that he was Robert's secret husband. It was also revealed that he possessed a significant amount of money and claimed to be terminally ill. Robert initially planned to stay with him until his supposed death in order to inherit his fortune. However, things changed when local doctor Liam Kavanagh discovered that Kev was not actually dying. As more about him came to light, it became clear that he had fabricated his illness out of fear of losing Robert. Eventually, Robert ended the relationship to focus on Aaron. Unable to cope with the rejection, Kev took drastic action by holding his ex, Aaron, and Liam hostage in a flat. Despite this serious incident, he managed to escape consequences and left the village. Before departing, he shared a goodbye with Lewis Barton, who had formed a bond with him, unaware that Kev is actually his biological father. Kev reappeared briefly towards the end of 2025, when John Sugden captured him as part of a revenge plot. John claimed he needed Kev's assistance to eliminate Robert so he could be with Aaron. Instead, Kev warned Aaron about the danger, and then disappeared once again. The exact reason for his latest return remains unclear, but he is set to come back with a new business idea that is likely to cause tension among the locals. He has opened a pop-up cafe called A Slice of Kevin, and while focusing on making it a success, he will also face a major decision whether to reveal the truth to Lewis about their connection. The show's producer shared that both the actor and the character made a big impact previously, and his return has been highly requested. With his son still unaware of their relationship, there is plenty of unresolved drama ahead. The actor himself expressed excitement about coming back, describing the character as layered, with both dark traits and emotional depth that make him interesting to portray. Viewers may also recognize the actor from a past role in EastEnders, where he played a villain involved in a disturbing storyline. Emmerdale is broadcast on weekday evenings at 8 p.m. on ITV1 and is also available to stream on ITVX.